Yo, what the fuck is going on, boys? How the fuck is everyone doing? We're back. I'm sorry I didn't stream on Friday. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I got lazy, and I'm rich. So sometimes when I don't want to do things, I just don't do them. It's amazing. You should try it sometime. Get your money up, not your funny up. Now, what a fucking day. Let's be honest. We have a lot to discuss. Hate from California, hate from Minnesota. Appreciate you guys. Boys, I just left the gym, okay? Your boy is getting fucking a little bit shreddy Eddie. I'm 199. First time being under 200 pounds in some time. In some serious time. Down 15 pounds since the wedding. Okay? Neck might be losing a little bit, but I feel good. I'm not going to lie. So, guys, we got a lot to talk about. Hate from China. Listen, we love Xi Jinping. Okay? Don't send me to the gulags. Hate from Colombia. Hate from Ireland. I hate all of you from Canada. All right? Hate from Montreal. Je ne aime pas, mon ami. Mon frère. Tu es pas mon frère. Like, what the fuck's going on today? Hate from Sao Paulo. I'm getting hate from all over the world. In another world, I would love to bury your children. Well, that depends. Are you a dude? Because then that's physically not possible. Not on Reddit True I've heard about Reddit True Isn't that just like fucking super Ozempic or something? I'm doing it all natural, baby. All natural. Hate from Brazil. Hate from Edmonton. Listen, I understand the hate from Edmonton. I would hate to be from Edmonton. Hate from Australia. Hate from Colombia. Hate from Austria. Chief Based 888 says, imagine being from Canada. Well, where are you from, bro? Where are you from? Guys, we got a lot to talk about. Some crazy shit has happened over the past couple of days. Some crazy shit has happened. I stream on YouTube as well and Twitch, guys, and Twitter. I'm streaming everywhere. I am literally everywhere. Turn around, I'm right behind you, receiving hate. You're from Seattle? Bro, I live in Vancouver. We live in basically the same city. You live in arguably one of the worst fucking liberal hellholes of all of America. What are you talking about, dog? Anyways, I digress. We've got Robinhood launching crypto perps. We have stocks being traded on the blockchain. Okay? You can now quite literally, yes, of course you can come over. Bring beer. You can quite literally trade Fartcoin for shares of Tesla. Okay? So let me just put some things in perspective for you guys here, okay? I want to go back in time. I want to go rewind, okay? We used to pray for times like these. I remember back in the day, okay, we talked about, oh, the institutions are going to come. Retail's going to come. Oh, Coinbase is up in the App Store at #1. Right? Oh my God, like this random obscure country in fucking Asia or Africa is accepting crypto as currency. That used to get us hyped up. We now literally have BlackRock, Vanguard, Fidelity offering ETFs of Bitcoin, Ethereum. Now Solana's getting an ETF to their customers. Coinbase is a publicly traded company. Circle is a publicly traded company. Robinhood is in the crypto game fully. They bought Bitstamp. They offer perps now. You can now trade stocks with crypto. The president launched a meme coin. MicroStrategy owns 2%. Like everything that we ever have wanted and we have ever talked about in terms of mass adoption is happening and has happened. Like it's all here. So we have two real questions there's two distinct possibilities here. Okay? Possibility number one is everything that we wanted to happen is happening, and Bitcoin is quite literally a beach ball being held underwater, and it's about to burst. Okay, that's camp number one. That's the cool guy camp, by the way. That's where all the boys are. The boys, we're at the beach. We see the beach ball. It's being held underwater. We're crushing beers. We're roasting fucking weenies on the fucking fire. Roasting some marshmallows. Making some s'mores. Hanging out with the boys. Just waiting for this thing to burst out of the water. Okay? The second camp is the camp that says, well, Michael Saylor's buying and all these people are buying and all this stuff's buying. Why isn't price higher? Why isn't price higher? That camp, gay. Okay? That camp, it's like raining outside. They're in the forest somewhere. They can't get their fire going. The dude who was supposed to bring the drinks forgot them. No girls showed up. It's pissing rain. Your fucking sleeping bag's all wet. You're in your fucking little tent, shivering your fucking ass off, being a gay bear. Okay? We're at camp number one. We're at the beach with the boys. That's where I am. I don't know where you are, but I'm in camp number one. I'm with the boys. I'm with the boys at the beach. I'm waiting for this fucking beach ball to fucking burst. Okay? Now, is there a chance that this is some sort of fucking global top? Fucking maybe, dude. Fucking maybe. But why don't you just believe in something one time? Why don't you believe in something one time? Because to me, the alternative if it's that it's over and it's gay. And nobody likes that. So I would rather assume that everything Donald Trump is saying, he seems to do. And I'm pretty sure at this rate, Trump will do everything in his power to keep the market going up for as long as possible. Because that's all he's got. If the stock market collapses and we go into a recession, he's already going to get smoked in the midterms, likely. But if the stock market crashes, he's fucked. So if they're able to get Powell out of there, lower rates as much as possible, and just keep this thing fucking going a little longer, I like to think that that's probably pretty good for assets because the base currency, dollars, is going to debase. It's going to devalue. We're going to see the US dollar trade lower. Right? Now, is this good for America long term? No. But I don't care because you know what it's good for right now? Crypto. And that's what we're fucking in. That's the shit that we're holding, okay? So I'm going to hope that he can just keep this fucking party going for as long as possible. Is that another year? Is it 6 months? Is it 2 years? I don't know. I think at the very least, 6 more months. At the very least. But I'm hoping much longer. I'm hoping he can keep this going up for fucking 2 years. Okay? Now, what's great about trading and what's great about what we do here in this stream in particular is I like to be as much of a bull as the rest of them. Okay? I like to be as much of a bull as the rest of them. I want to be bull posting, kumbayaing at the beach. We're playing spike ball. Maybe there's a sack there that's getting hacked. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the S&P. I'm fucking stroking my dick. It's at 6,200. It's at all-time high. 2 months ago, we thought the world was ending. Go watch old boy Maine's fucking TikToks and Instagram videos from 2 months ago where I said this might be the buying opportunity of a century down here. And it was. So everything, the indices are at all-time high. Bitcoin's at 107,000. So I want to be the biggest bull in the room. I do. That being said, as much as I want to be the biggest bull in the room, we still operate in a world where there are probabilities. And we got to accept that we might be wrong. Now, I'm still bullish. I think we trade higher. That being said, we need to have a plan. We need to have a plan for two reasons. Reason number one is if we're bullish, how do we get long? How do we get more long? Where do we buy, right? The second reason we need to have a plan is what if we're wrong? What if things blow up? What if all of this good shit happening at the same time, Robinhood, crypto stocks, fucking interest rates going down. What if this is just the intergalactic, like there's so many, we've got that Tommy Lee guy wants to be the Michael Saylor of ETH. Like, what if everything, this is the intergalactic top sign forever? What, like, because it's possible. In a universe of infinite possibilities, there's a possibility that we go down. So having a plan allows us to at least say, okay, yeah, that was wrong. I'm going to pull back. I'm going to recalibrate. So what are those levels? What are the levels that I'm looking at? I'm going to share this with you now. And because I was so prepared, I actually drew these up in advance. And so I'm going to just find those levels here. Hold on. Everyone calm down. Calm the fuck down. Okay. So, the bullish argument, the bullish agenda, the bullish hopium, quite simply, is looking for any sort of retrace of this move to long. So if you're looking at this thing on the H12, and then I even go down to the daily here, or go up to the daily because it's a little bit cleaner. Okay. We have a level here, right? And then we have this daily fair value gap. These are the next two areas that I would be interested to see if price is going to give us a reaction and give us an opportunity to long. So the smallest pullback is literally just below this low. That's long trigger, long idea number one. Now remember who was telling you to long down here. There's a bunch of people who yesterday at 108,000 were telling you to long. Not this guy. This guy told you a week prior to long at fucking 99,000. So all those fucking blah, 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 people just talk shit. Fuck all of you. I'm him. Okay, we're on one today. On one day, I had a great lift, feeling invigorated. Okay, so when you long the low, we have the ability to be patient and wait for the next optimal setup. I do not need to chase. I do not need to chase. I was bullish down here. I don't need to chase right here. I can either wait for a pullback or I can wait for a breakout because I had the balls, the fucking cojones, the coconuts, the chutzpah to long down there. All right? And I hope some of you did too. I know some of you did too. Some guy DM'd me. He's like, dude, thank you for making me 900 grand longing at 99K. And I went like this. Where's the tip, dog? You think my wife's fucking diamond rings pay for themselves? I need the tips. So this is the first like low time frame sweep that I'd be looking for, okay? The second one is the same plan that we've had for days now. Because remember, we drew this out several days ago, back on Wednesday. And that's a pullback into this fair value gap here. We also have like a 12-hour breaker here, right? So there's your breaker block here. Fair value gap. So there's a lot of confluence basically from like 101. Wow, that's a terrible line. Like 101 up to like 103. Now, what I don't want to see is another move below here. Like if we're going to all-time high and beyond, this has to be the low. I would not buy another sweep here. If we came down here, took out this low and then bounced, I would think that that's actually a lower high that we're forming now. We have no business. We just took out a multi-month range on that sweep. We have no business coming back and taking out that low again. That's why our bias is so easy right now, because we had price tell us, like, this is a range from May all the way until the middle of June. So it's several weeks long here. This is like 5 weeks of price. And we came all the way down. Right? All the way down. Took out the low, and we pushed. Any sort of pullback should send us to highs. If we come back below here, we're going to puke. Where's a good example of this? Back here. This sweep took out all the lows. And then we just V-bottomed. And where'd we go? All the way to all-time high. And then guess what happened when we came back below that low again? Well, it bounced into a lower high. So, in my opinion, this was the low. Your bias for this entire leg is bullish until this was, okay, maybe a sign to eject. Same thing here. There is no reason after making this run, in my opinion, that we do not go up to here and here before coming here. If we come down here, I don't like that. I'm much more interested. That likely means like we have another long, choppy bit for the rest of summer. I'd much rather see us push up from here. Maybe right here, maybe here. Okay? So those are the bullish scenarios. The other one that's obvious is just like a breakout. Right? So if we have a breakout above here, I think you can long that with your stop just below there. And you just target like 120 kind of thing. So that's 3 different long ideas. Okay? I am the Catman says I got a tip for you. Okay, show it to me. Present it. I'd like to see it. DM it to me, and I'm going to tweet it to 500,000 people. We'll all be waiting for your DM. Let me know when you send it. So, super basic, long plan. Let's go up from here. That's it. Now, if you want to put a range on this thing, I think you could draw it like this, basically. Right? So, we're holding the mid-range right now. And that's effectively the first long signal, right? Is just a sweep into the mid-range, target the range high. In theory, we can come all the way back to the range low and then still go up. But I don't think we have any business coming below here. So if we get a really deep pullback here, I would buy it, but I don't want to see us go below there. If we lose this low, I think that there's a very good chance that the rest of the summer is pretty gay. And then you start asking yourself questions about the gay camp. Okay? We have all this good news. Price can't seem to push up. Everyone's buying, everyone's bullish, and the number's not going up. Seasonality, it's not in our favor either. Then you start wondering that maybe you've eaten enough s'mores and wieners with the boys on the beach. You got a little bit of a tummy ache. Now it's time to go over to the gay camp and sleep in a wet, soggy tent with the gay bears. I don't want us to have to do that. I want to stay with the boys at the beach having a good time. But we've got to be open to the possibility that we're wrong. So any sort of pullback or consolidation around here, I think you long with the target of there. If we do get a decent pullback, I'm willing to try here. Hard invalidation below there. In my opinion, I don't want to see us go below 100K at all, right? So if we start even getting some closes down here, I think not very good. If you're long right now, like you long today, you longed yesterday, I think if we start closing below the mid-range, there's a pretty good likelihood that we puke a little bit lower. So like if you're wanting this second long idea that I have or the first one, I just want to see a sweep, right? But if we start getting some 12-hour closes, 4-hour closes below here, I think that increases the likelihood that we trade towards, 103. And maybe you want to save yourself a little money, try again down here. Zach XBT, but it's spelled Z-A-K, says you'll join us at 80K. I'll join the gay bears at 80K. Okay, buddy. So is that clear, guys? So I want to be bullish. I want to see price go up. I want to see the number go higher. I want all of this good news to lead to higher prices. I want to be partying with the fucking boys. I don't want to be a gay bear. So let's just not give us any reason to. Now, what could be a bearish trigger? Right? What could be a bearish trigger? Well, any sort of move above any of these highs that gets rejected, right? So if we get any sort of move up here that sweeps and closes back within, there's a day trade there on the short side. I'm not saying that we're going to do this and then we're going to go to fucking zero, right? But if we sweep out these equal highs here, there's a good chance that maybe now we'll get the pullback to here. Like, that's possible too. But as you guys know, I'm not in the business of drawing these fucking gay squiggles for 10 different moves. If we sweep here, I might look for a trade from here to here. Like, it's just one at a time. When we had the move here, we had our targets here. That's the trade. I'm not trying to predict that this is going to $1 million now. One trade at a time. So hopefully that's pretty clear. We've got some pretty good ideas here in terms of areas of interest, right? Area of interest right below this low, area of interest down here. Now we wait. This is the worst part of trading, right? Is the waiting. It can be painful. It can be boring. You set your alerts and you let price come to you. And as you get better at trading, this becomes easier because you understand exactly what you're looking for. You know exactly the levels you want to trade and when. And then it's just a matter of being patient. But a lot of people, like RIP James Wynn, they get chopped up in this. Like these are daily candles here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're basically trading in like a $1,500 range for the last week. Like, has stuff gone up? There's been some altcoins that have traded, but Bitcoin itself, like, there's people who are losing their ass trading Bitcoin, and it's done this over the last 6 days. Right? We want to trade this, not this shit. We want to trade the expansive legs. That's what we're doing business for, okay? So is that clear to everyone? Game plan, right? Like maybe this. I don't know. Who says no? Or maybe this. Right? But we've got levels of interest here, and then these are those equal highs up there. Champ says, I've always been open to being gay, to be honest. We're aware, buddy. It's okay. It's still Gay Pride Month for one more day. You can be your authentic self here. No one will judge you. Direct DeFi says, hey, sexy, succulent, big neck, deity mane. Thoughts on the SLR ratio being changed for banks? First of all, I appreciate the compliment. I'll be completely honest with you. I have no fucking opinion on that because I don't fucking understand it. If I'm not mistaken, because I think I saw like someone really smart tweet about it. It's something to do with like the amount of like is it kind of like the amount of assets like a bank needs to hold versus how much they can be lending out, shit like that. I don't know. Someone wrote like a fucking, you know, those guys who you follow on Twitter and they write like a fucking novel and then you're like, oh, I'm going to bookmark this and read this later because this is really smart and I probably should understand it. And then you just never look at it again. So that's what one of those was. I saw someone tweet out about that. I was like, oh, bookmark. I'm going to read this later. I should probably understand this. Sorry, one sec, guys. Okay, sorry. So yeah, whoever asked that very smart, poignant question, thank you for calling me sexy. But I don't know what it means. So, and I'm not one of those Twitter guys who pretends to know what everything means. They're like, oh my God, did you see that this fucking random obscure thing happened? They go, actually, I'm a fucking professional. In reality, they open up ChatGPT, they stick the tweet in there, and then they say, hey, ChatGPT, help me sound smart and respond to this. I'm okay admitting that I'm fucking retarded with a lot of things. And that's fine. So, what's up, Jakey? When am I getting invited to the fucking based house, bro? Am I too old for the based house? I'm still fun. So it's the amount of bonds a bank can buy. Basically unlimited. We leverage now. If you buy bonds, BTC up. Well, you know what? That sounds bullish, so I love it. I love it. Maine, if I send you $1,000 of sorry, I got distracted. This guy said he's gooned to my live streams before. That's interesting. Maine, if I send you $1,000 of Joe coin, will you do some TA on it? Okay, guys, you guys need to understand about the Joe coin lore, okay? I used to chart Joe coin back when it was like $1 million market cap, even less, okay? And I was charting it on my shitcoin summer streams. And then the Joe army would meme my face and my words and used it as advertising. And it was very funny. But now Joe coin's pumping. And now they're on my ass. Every day I get DMs and it's just the Joe guy where he's half in the shadow. Where is it? He's like half in a shadow. This one, dude. Every day, I swear to fucking God, every single day, I get DM'd this by Joe-related accounts every day for 2 years now. I've never owned Joe coin ever. Ever. But you know what? Because you guys are so persistent, I will look at it right now. And I'm doing it for free. Okay, what's the best one to look at it on? Is it just Joe? Or is it Joe coin? Someone's got to tell me. You drop the deck screener link in there, and then I will look at it for you. Last stream, you said you'd go over SPX Soul Sui. I will do that. I will do that. Don't worry. The Joe army is about to fucking raid the fucking chat. Oh my God. Okay. So, first, guys, we're going to do Ethereum. Then we're going to do Sol. Then I'll look at fucking Fart Coin and Joe Coin and SPX 6900, okay? So, ETH, I think, very simple. Very, very simple. This is our 12-hour range on ETH, right? We have this high time frame range here. This is our 12-hour range, okay? So I think that ETH probably has a setup coming either on the short side first or the long side. Below here or above here. Okay, so the reason I say that is because we're technically in a down leg on the H12 and we're grinding into resistance and we never really retrace to the lower part of the range. So what I would love to see as a setup is a move like this and then up to the range high. That would be the setup I would like on ETH. What would this setup be confluent with? This is like 103K Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin gets a deeper pullback, I think we could see ETH sweep down, below 2,400, run out some of these lows, and then go towards the range highs. Otherwise, if this is just going to keep grinding up and Bitcoin's just going to keep grinding up as well, to me, the most obvious targets on ETH are the mid-range and then here. And then similar to Bitcoin, if we get any sort of sweep, there might be a day trade on the short side. But for me, the most interesting areas in doing business on ETH are above here or below here. Simple, right? Now, you could long ETH right like off of this and just say, okay, as long as it's holding 2,400, I'm bullish. So that's like if Bitcoin gets a shallow pullback, if ETH holds 2,400, I think you can probably long it into there for a day trade. But for me personally, above here or below these lows are the two areas of interest that I want to do business on Ethereum. But I expect ETH here, okay, and this is something I didn't even get to on Bitcoin yet. I'm expecting ETH back towards its yearly open sooner than later. Its yearly open is 3,300. Now, here's what's exciting, okay? Today, we had monthly candle close and we had a quarterly candle close. The 3-month candle has closed. So you can start looking at some of these coins here and say, okay, well, this is the 3-month. This is the monthly chart on ETH. I'm pretty confident that this thing wants to head back towards the yearly open. And the 3-month looks even more bullish. We took out the quarterly low. I don't see why the next target can't be the quarterly high. And we're just trading within this candle range. Right? I'm going to do Joe, guys. Please don't spam it. I'm going to do it. I promise. So I think ETH, we can absolutely see a move towards 3,700, right? The yearly open is at 3,300. The prior quarter's high is 3,700. We took out the last quarterly low. This is the Bitcoin 3-month chart for what it's worth, if you're curious. That's the last 3-month chart for Bitcoin. It took out the quarterly low, and then it took out the quarterly high. Who's to say that ETH isn't going to do the same? Who's to say that Solana's not going to do the same? Solana took out the prior quarter's low. The prior quarter's high is all-time high. So a lot of these high time frame charts look pretty interesting. They look pretty exciting. Look at something like Fartcoin. Right? Fartcoin's been one of the more bullish coins, but like a lot of these coins, dude, like this looks like a perfect sweep into demand. Like a lot of these coins look really good. You got your gay little fucking trend line here. Like that looks to me like what Fartcoin wants to do. Assuming Bitcoin behaves. So a lot of this stuff looks good to me. And I want to remain bullish on it. And assuming that the charts don't fuck us, I'm gonna fucking try and bull post and be long and be bullish and be happy and enjoy my life. Because bears are miserables. They're miserable losers and they're miserable and they hate their lives. Okay? So that's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, I think looks good too. Right? We have the weekly breaker right there that we came and tagged. Pushing up. Now, if we get a pullback on Sol, right? Like maybe it's going to pull back a bit. To me, this is similar to Bitcoin, right? Where you have that kind of fair value gap area down here. We have a low right here. So if we're going to get a pullback on Sol, I think you long the shit out of it. Stop there. Target like 200. Let's assume you can long this at 140. Stop there. Target at 200 is going to be like 3.5, 4R, and that's like fucking easy. So I'm excited. I think there's going to be lots of opportunities here. Now, the caveat is we get just gay Bitcoin price action and it just kind of chops. Like that's the worst case scenario is Bitcoin chops. We have some alt performance and the rest of summer is just boring and gay. But I'm hoping that that's not the case. I'm hoping that, Bitcoin makes a new all-time high over the summer here. That'd be awesome. It's not really in line with seasonality, but I don't care. I just hope that that's correct. Okay? Now, let's look at, we're going to look at Joe Coin. Then I'll look at SPX 6900. And then I'll do a couple more requests. And then I got to take Order Block for a walk. He's sleeping right now. Being so freaking cute. Okay. Let's see here. Liquidity. This must be Joe. All right. Can everyone see this? What is this? Oh my God. This was so funny, dude. Our boy Gainsey. Why'd they give me huge boobs, man? That's pretty fucking funny, man. Donald used my neck to blow up a fucking nuke. So that's pretty good. The link to the vid is here. You guys want to play the video here? I'll copy the link. I'll drop it over here. Okay, so Joe Coin. Let's look at this thing. So, guys, I was talking about Joe Coin like back here, okay, when it was nothing. Now look at you guys. Now look at you fucking maniacs. This to me is the simplest trade you can have here on something like this is it holding this old all-time high level. So you see what happened here? See how it failed to hold the old all-time high level? It broke down. Whereas here, if you extend this one out, it held the here it held the old all-time high. Retest, traded higher again. Same thing here. If this thing wants to go up, it needs to hold this old all-time high level. You got wrecked today thinking you could trade like Cupsy. Doesn't Cupsy just buy things and then everyone copies his wallet and he just makes infinite money forever? Like, I wonder if like that's how easy it is on chain if you have a big following. Everyone just buys the coins that you buy. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Those coins go up. You can then sell those coins. I don't know. What's up, Chicken Little? The Tallow Man. So that's Joe Coin. Pretty straightforward here. We'll look at SPX 6900 now. This is Murad Coin. So this is a perfect example of what was going on with Joe Coin, right? Like, it made the new all-time high, but it failed to hold that level. So you just have these easy conditions when you have an all-time high trade. right? Like it just failed to hold that all-time high level. So now what you're looking for as a bull is you're saying, okay, is this the bottom? Is it bottoming here? Is it going to pull back more? So you could, I'm willing to take a long on something like this here, but the confirmation play is back above that all-time high level. So like you could long this now with your stop down here, or you just wait for it to get back above this level. Bitcoin trades the exact same way. Like this is no different than the top here on Bitcoin back in December. It failed to hold the all-time high level. It's sold off. If it gets above the all-time high level and holds, then great. At what point are you getting out of the trade, the breakout of all-time high daily close below? Exactly, right? So let's say we had this daily close above all-time high, and then the next candle completely rejects. I'm getting out on one of these bounces, right? Like I'm getting out on one of these bounces. You can look back here, right? When we broke out of this all-time high, right? We just had multiple daily closes. I don't even need to draw that. I already have a level there. We had multiple daily closes above, and it just held. So I'm willing to take that trade. Your invalidation is if we start closing back below there, you just get the fuck out. Just in, Connecticut officially bans the state from creating a Bitcoin reserve or investing in any digital assets. Yeah, okay. Who fucking cares about Connecticut? What the fuck do they even have in Connecticut? KB says, when you get out, it rips. Yeah, sometimes shit happens, dude. Like, sometimes you get in a trade and you think you know what's going to happen, and then it doesn't happen. Like, that's it. Sometimes you're right. Sometimes you're wrong. We're playing a game here. We're making educated guesses. No one knows what's going to happen. We're all just making educated guesses, trying to make some money. Don't overthink it. Don't stress yourself out. Sedated Psycho says, hi, Trader Man. Hello to you. Can I charge Apple? Yeah, isn't Apple, like, underperforming a little bit? Yeah, Apple's, like, underperformed a little bit, but it held demand here. I think if, you know, the NASDAQ and the rest of the tech indexes continue to go up, Apple can look good. I would say I want it to get above there. Otherwise, you know, maybe another flush. But if it gets above here, I think it looks interesting for a long. I should do an in-real-life gamble stream with Trainwreck. I would love to. We actually used to live in the same building, so I would see him in the elevator all the time. But he's I don't actually know him. So how much to retire in Canada? It depends where you want to live. Canada is a lot like America in that there's major cities that are coastal and very expensive. But if you are fine living in a smaller town, it can be quite affordable. There's a lot of beautiful places in Canada. Like British Columbia, it's like California. Like, it is stunning. It's on the water. There's mountains. There's rainforest. There's beaches. There's fucking hiking. There's everything you can imagine. There's desert. It's really, really, really pretty. But the nicest areas of it are fucking expensive. Why all of a sudden BTC doesn't want to follow the S&P? Well, it's the age-old question, right? Is it the chicken or the egg? If we start closing back below here on S&P, and then this thing's going to pull back, that's not good. But if this thing just continues to chad, then I think Bitcoin catches up. I still think stop loss based on size of turds. Turds? Size of turds? I don't even know what that means. Yeah, Vancouver Island is unbelievable. Super beautiful. I actually have a video going out tomorrow You know how I told you guys I went on that private helicopter and stuff? I made a little vlog. I don't know if you guys are going to like it. I think it was a little fun. Just shows off the country a little bit, how beautiful it is. So I'm going to update that. I'm going to upload that to YouTube tomorrow. You guys can watch it. Do I miss Isaac? I don't know what fucking happened to Isaac. Anytime someone talks shit, then I talk shit back, and then they like run away. Like the whole, at least how I grew up, I'm old. Okay, I grew up in the 90s, but like we used to break balls, as they would say, you know, in fucking Sopranos. Like we in Canada, or at least where my friend, we called it beaking. Like talking shit. You're chirping each other. Beaking like a bird. Played hockey, lacrosse, fucking soccer, whatever. You're talking shit to the other guys. But it's all love. We're still friends. You shit talk me, I shit talk you. But it's not like mean. It can be mean, but it's not personal. But then people come on here and they say really mean things to me. So then I clap back, and then they never come back to the stream. I'm going to be the oldest vlogger of all time. Yeah. This will be the first. I might be. I think the only guy who's doing YouTube who's as old as me is that Mike Majalik guy, who's Logan Paul's buddy. Can we chart useless? Sure. Useless coin. Wow. What the fuck happened here? Is this the bonk guy coin? I mean, a chart looks like this. Like there's no TA. Right? There's no TA here. What do you want me to tell you? Like, what do you want me to tell you here? This thing's up 4,000. Is that right? That can't be right. Am I fucking on crack? This thing's up 40x in a month? So, like, there's no, like, TA to do here. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, you want to know my advice? You should have bought this 5 weeks ago. That would be my advice. The only kind of TA you can give on something like this is you say, okay, if we pull back, where do we buy? And like, to me, it's like this area, I guess. Like if you get lucky, but that's what, 30% drop? It's possible. That was a 30% drop. This was a 30% drop. So, you know, if you get lucky, set some bids, like maybe here, and you hope you get filled. But there's not much to talk about here. If you go to a lower time frame, you know, you could argue that this needs to go up from right here. If we don't go up from here and we break below that low, then maybe we come back and we fill in that area, and then that's when you can get long. Moonshot or Axiom? I thought Pump Fund was the go-to meme coin launching platform. Yeah, there's crazy hunting up here. Peanut Fractal. Why you got to bring up Peanut, Mario? Why you got to bring up Peanut, dog? I love you too, bro. Even though you're bringing up my fucking... You're triggering me with a trigger word. Axiom's a trading bot. Okay. Any idea why Say is trading like a meme coin right now? Say less. That's all I think of when I hear this coin. Say less. This is what Say looks like, dude. Damn. Yeah, I mean, like I would want to long this thing like down here. I don't know if it comes back down there, but like I would want to long this thing down here, right? So just like boom, 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 boom. Like that's the kind of setup I'd be looking for. Some sort of pullback down towards 20 cents again, I think becomes interesting. How do you teach yourself discipline with the trades? By losing lots of money and making a lot of stupid, undisciplined mistakes over and over and over again. And then you either quit or you get tired of losing money and decide to make a change. Journaling will help with that for sure, because you start figuring out, right? You start figuring out what you're doing wrong consistently. Like if you're journaling and you're collecting data, then you can make some sort of actionable plan. But if you don't know what you're doing wrong and you're not tracking it, you're not measuring it, it makes it very hard to course correct. I asked you to chart XMR under 200. Okay. Oh, discipline. Maine, have you added any cards to your Pokemon collection? I haven't, dude. I've been so goddamn busy. I completely missed the fucking second coming of the Pokemon cards, bro. So I just have the ones I have. I have a Charizard. I have a Blastoise. I have a Venusaur. I have a Mewtwo. I have Zapdos. I have Articuno. I have the fire fucking bird. I can't remember his name right now. I have I don't know. I have like maybe 15 decent cards. Hate from Monaco. How can you hate me being in Monaco? It looks so beautiful there. I would love to go to Monaco. Yeah, Pengu's a good one to look at, actually. Pengu's been cooking, bro. So I don't even remember drawing these lines. I imagine I probably tweeted something along the lines of like, these are good areas to buy Pengu. Let me see. Let's see if I can go collect some clout here. And did I ever chart this? No, I never tweeted it. That's gay. So I don't remember drawing these lines. I'll be completely honest with you, but it looks like they're just weekly levels here or monthly. But you can see we just came and retested the demand zone here, and we got a really nice push up. I really like what Luke is doing. Like he's a hard worker. So you want to see this make a new high, right? If it makes a new high, we're now then looking to long the higher low. That's what we want to see here. This guy can't stop cursing. Every sentence he's swearing. Ridiculous. Super knowledgeable, though. I know I swear a lot, bro, but I think that's what part of my authenticity is I'm not trying to pretend like I'm some suit. I'm not trying to pretend like I'm something that I'm not. A lot of people, they try and present themselves in this way on Twitter, on YouTube, like they are some sort of professional, super polished, super clean, super knowledgeable person. And oftentimes they're not telling the truth. They're putting on a facade. They're lying to you. What I'm trying to show you is that I'm just a guy. This is a spare bedroom in my home that I've turned into an office. I have a camera here. My dog is laying here. I'm just a dude. I like to trade crypto. I like to invest. I'm building a company. I post on social media, but I'm just a regular guy. I'm not some phony influencer. I'm not some person trying to pretend that I'm like some Wall Street guy. I'm just a regular dude. I'm a dude you might get a beer with, who you might see at a game. And I talk with you guys the same way in which I speak with my friends. And I grew up with lots of swearing and lots of cursing. And during that entire rant there, I didn't swear once. So I can turn it on and off as I see fit. But I'm just being authentic. I swear a lot, but I'm just a regular bro. I'm not pretending to be something that I'm not. What's with the gay glasses? Fuck you, bro. These are blue light blocking glasses. And everyone told me because I'm on the computer so much, I need to wear these because my eyes are starting to go to shit. I need some advice, brother. Profited 8K yesterday. Stayed up all night trading with a high probability setup, and I've just given it all back to the market this morning because of this PA. That's tough, bro. Here's first thing that sounds wrong about what you just said to me is you stayed up all night trading a high probability setup. If it was a high probability setup, so you enter, you have your stop, you have your take profit, why do you need to stay up all night? Can't you sleep? If you got stopped out, would it have been more money than you were willing to lose? You should be able to sleep in your trades. Now, maybe you don't want to sleep in a trade. I get it. You want to be in and out of a trade. You don't want to sleep while you're in a position. That's fine. But if you just stayed up all night babysitting a trade and made $8,000, why in God's green earth are you entering a trade the next morning where you're probably not slept enough, you're probably overtired, exhausted, not mentally focused? So that probably isn't helping your situation there, right? Is you were tired. Why were you taking a trade? You took a high probability setup, made 8K, and then you probably took some low probability setups and gave it all back. So don't trade when you're not locked in, you're not in the zone. And if you know what a high probability setup is, why are you trading anything but those? Appreciate you, 829 ETH. How many times do I need to call you handsome in order to chart coin? Just once more, buddy. All right, let's look. I did a setup tour. It's on YouTube. It's on the Breakout Twitter. I did a setup tour. I mean, what a behemoth. Remember when Maine told you guys to long coin at like 30 bucks? Do you remember? Bro's like, please chart coin. And instead, I'm like, hey, let me collect some clout real quick. Let me collect some clout real quick. What's this? What's this here? Peep the date. I want you to peep the date. Okay, first tweet down here, August of 2023. We're talking coin is trading at like 50 to 60 bucks. Next tweet, okay, in October, before the breakout, I just drew an arrow straight up for the 2x. I'm bullish. If Bitcoin's going to play out towards 33K, coin is going to have a nice rally. Him. I crushed coin Robinhood as well. Early, years ago. TradFi portfolio is juiced. If you're in coin right now, with everything that's going on in crypto, I don't see any reason really to be worried about like it dying. We just took out that prior quarter's high. So when the market opens tomorrow, this candle is going to close. But we took out that last quarter's high. We closed above. So I think that assuming the rest of the market remains bullish, you're playing a retrace for a long on coin. Maybe it starts the month up, but eventually I think it's going to come back down sub 300, and that's where I'd look to long more if you're interested in trading this. Because like, look how clean this is traded. Low to higher low, high, higher low, high, higher low, high, higher low, high, higher low, high. We're just going to keep playing this fucking trend until it breaks. And there's no sign of that yet. This is like a beautiful uptrend here. So I hope that answers your question. I don't actually know if it did because I forgot what your question was. Yeah, Robinhood was a raw 10x from the lows. Have you gone through the same situation when you were starting out? If so, how do you recover? Bro, you just keep getting on the fucking horse. Like, you can't stop. You can't give up. The reason most people fail in trading, in my opinion, is they quit. It's not because it's hard. It's not because it's too complicated. It's because they give up. I truly believe if you stick with it, you're consistent, and you actually are trying to learn and improve, you can get better. But that's hard. It takes commitment. Okay, we're going to look at, yeah, Tia. I want to kill myself. Fucking Chris Bernisk, that fucking asshole, bro. Okay, I've got to take the dog out for a walk. I see you, boy. I see you. I see you. What? You want to come say hi? Come here. Want to come say hi? Come here. Come here. Up. Can you guys see order block? Look at the camera. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay, come here. I'll get you. I'll get you. Hold on. Oh, he's a big bastard. Look at the people. Look at the people. Okay, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'll take you out. I know, now you're stretching and you're all excited. Now he's all hyped up. He's like, let's fucking go, dude. I love having a dog so much, dude. Okay, I'm gonna look at Fartcoin, and I'll look at CRV because someone asked like a dozen times, and I got dip. Where the fuck is it? So yeah, I think Fartcoin looks pretty good, right? Like we're still in this range. That being said, like to me, this is your demand. We had the sweep here. Like this looks good. Like I think Fartcoin does like one of these, you know, like these kind of breakouts here. So assuming the rest of the market looks good, I think this is probably the low for Fartcoin, and it goes higher from here. So maybe a bit of a pullback, trend line break, maybe a pullback, but this consolidation I think is coming to an end, and I think it resolves upwards. Okay, we'll look at CRV, and then I have to take the dog. Like I just like this chart on the monthly, dude. I really do. Like maybe we take that low out, maybe. But to me, this monthly chart is going to turn higher here. So I like it. I think it looks okay. Like maybe we take that low out if Bitcoin drops, you know, down to, I don't know. I actually don't think that's going to happen. This is the monthly. Yeah, no, I think this looks pretty, like, what is that? I don't think so. Like maybe... I think you could probably get away with longing this thing somewhere in here with your risk down there. So you look for some sort of lower time frame setup if you want, but I think it's into demand right now. Okay, guys, I got to go. I'll be back Wednesday with another stream. I got to take the dog out. I love you guys. I have a new video tomorrow uploading. It's completely different. It's not trading related, but I hope you guys like it. And if you do, let me know. Make sure you watch it. Give me your honest opinion if you want me to do more videos like that. Otherwise, as always, check out Breakout, Haven, all of my ref links and all that bullshit's in the description if you want. Or don't use anything and just watch all the videos. They're for free. They always have been, and they will remain so. Okay? Love you guys so much. Take care. Have a good Monday. Say happy Canada Day to your boy. It's my country's birthday tomorrow. So it's a holiday, but I'm still going to be posting shit for you. Okay, guys? I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.